Hey guys, welcome to Moose's Machinery. Today's video we're going to cover some considerations for precision indicating, one of which being sag and play. Now in this particular application we're indicating off the center line of a bore using a gauge pin as a reference surface. Now this is not the most accurate way to do it, however it is sufficiently accurate for the task at hand, and that is one of the key lessons I hope you take home from this video is that sufficiently accurate is all you need. It does not need to be perfect. It needs to be good enough. Now, compared to indicating directly off the bore, this will usually cause 7 to 11 ten-thousandths of an inch of runout in my experience, with an average of about 9. That's good. That's fine. Now, on this 10,000ths of an inch indicator, I will stop about here, where you will see as the needle moves, we have roughly 1.5 ten-thousandths of an inch of axial error on this pin. And I can demonstrate quickly where this error comes from. I mentioned earlier. See, we've got that wiggle in the pin. The indicator is moving about 2 to 3 ten-thousandths of an inch. So, why does that matter? Well, any play matters, but sorry guys, I kicked the camera. This is coming from gravity. This is another example of droop in your setup. Now, a way where you can get a little bit more accuracy out of it is to indicate on the front side of the pin. However, I have only found that to make a negligible improvement in accuracy. It really, I can't tell the difference. I mean, 1 or 2 ten-thousandths of an inch, guys, on a machine like this is irrelevant. And this is something I think that novices, professionals, and hobbyists need to understand, is that good enough is good enough. There are perfect methods, but they take longer. Now I can stick my dial indicator in there, but what I run into is an irregular surface. The pin is a nice round surface, so I have to clean the bore significantly. So in certain jobs, I will indicate off the inside of a part. But if I have a gauge pin that fits, and it's in this application, the gauge pin is going to give me a sufficiently accurate result. That's what I'm going to do, because frankly, guys, I've got shit to do that isn't cleaning parts. And I can sit here for an hour before I get it clean enough. A very small amount of dirt, the residue from a paper towel will register on a 10,000ths of an inch indicator. Frankly, I could probably do this job with a 0.5 and it would still work. The 10,000ths makes me feel better. And sometimes feeling better gives you better results because you're more relaxed. And I'll show you, we're really balancing this. We're trying to indicate a bore in very straight. I am doing the same thing at the other end. Now, I will change the camera so you can see this indicator. It is fighting me. Oh, here we are. Got to lower it down. On this side, I think we have about a 0.5 of wobble. Okay, so we've got a full thousandths. That I'll need to remedy. It's pretty simple. Snug it until the needle moves a little bit. Okay, and we got worse. Not the end of the world, guys. Gonna loosen it until the needle moves a little bit. We'll find the high spot. High spot's right here. Snug it until the needle moves a little bit. And there we are. So, looking back on the other end, we have a little bit more wobble. So, I'm going to set up the camera and do the same thing. And this is one of the reasons, guys, real precision work gets expensive, because I'm doing a lot of back and forth. until I have 2 to 3 10,000ths of an inch of run out on either side. On my 0.5 indicator, one thing to really bear in mind, it doesn't show on camera, but I have my the lever arms on these are as square to the part as possible. I'm just going to square this guy up a little more, just because I mentioned it. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. I made a big effort on my other indicator because that arm is very long and extremely subject to cosine error. So I'm going to load that guy with about 4 thou. This is really hard to do with the camera in the way. So you'll see here we actually picked up about 1/2 tenth of run out just from adjusting everything square. And now that's something to consider when you're trying to do high precision work, is your cosine error, which is basically how square is the lever arm on your dial test indicator to the part. It matters. How much it matters, again, is about the degree of precision you're working to. Now in this application, my goal here is total, once the part's machined, about 1.5 10,000ths of an inch of run out. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're probably going to be in the 1,000th of an inch range. That's still really good when you think about it, because I have a very good degree of straightness over, where's my yardstick? Over what is about, guys, and we're using about because I'm using a yardstick. About 20 inches. Not bad at all, I'd say. So that's just something to bear in mind with these kind of jobs, is accurate is good enough. And also perfection is really the enemy of production. With these kind of jobs here, I think trying to chase down the last 0.5 really gets in the way and frankly eats into your margins for something that's not going to have a functionally different result. Yeah, I mean, we're at about 2/10 on either end. I'm going to call that a day, talking about perfection being the enemy of production. Now, again, there's more accurate ways to do it, but they're slower. And I think really not trying to freak yourself out and do an overly perfect job is a very good lesson. And it's why I like tolerances, because they give you a very defined point in which to stop. So you know, okay, I did a good enough job. I can rest on my laurels and go manage other tasks in the shop. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, it's really fun getting to share some of this content with you.